Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. Another Monday at the mothership. We're going to go take a look at the progress of 1396. About 3 weeks left in production for this coach. It's the next one to roll off the floor. So let's go take a look. We've had a busy last week. It's Monday morning here, but last week was busy. We had the finale of Coach 1058, that big remodel we were doing for Matt Anthony. It is done. They are on the road. They're actually on their way to the next gig, so that's really cool. So a big congratulations to them, and we're going to bring you that finale. We actually got to sit down with Mike and Sue, the owners of 1058, and talk a little bit about their travels and a little bit about the remodel. But right now, we want to talk about the progress of the latest from Marathon. 1396. As you can see, a real modern, really cool paint job, but I'm really excited for this paint job. Not so much the colors, because the colors we've seen quite frequently, because it's one of those colors that's very popular right now and colors that never go out of style. But I love the shapes that are on this paint job. Good look at it when we're done. One of the cool things about Marathon is we archive all these coaches in photos and videos. And it's one of the things that Marathon does quite well is our marketing team spends a lot of effort into getting these coaches archived, not just for the original build, but historical reference, because Marathon been in business over 40 years. We like to have everything archived so that the first owner, the second owner, all the way down the line, they can have a good timeline of what the coach looked like originally, and that's what we're looking at here in 1396. How about a Dometic? We don't even talk about this enough. This is one of the most functional refrigerator freezers. This is a fridge and a freezer, right, Richard? So you got a refrigerator on one side, a freezer on the other, and it's portable. You can take it out, it plugs in, but these things are really nice. And we are seeing these in a lot of our coach builds, not just new ones, but in pre-owned coaches because of the flexibility of those Dometic refrigerator freezers. That's the CFX from Dometic, and you'll see that in a lot of Marathons. Let's head inside here. A lot going on in 1396. Triple slide super bath bunk coach. I see Steve Lopez back there getting into trouble, which is kind of what I do best. So let's go back here and follow that trend. Bunk coach, bath and a half, super bath in the rear. I see Steve's back here checking things out. About 3 to 4 weeks left is my guess on this coach. The AC is kicking, so really, really cool to be able to see this coach when it gets done, but also I like seeing it as it's almost completed. And also, you guys know it's one of my favorite floor plans, the super bath, which was a game changer for Marathon. Extra points for you out there if you can remember the first super bath. Under here, yeah, big sinks. I also like big sinks. You know, sometimes the small sinks, they don't really cut it. You got to go with those 14-inch sinks, and also the depth of the sink is important. Washer dryer behind the commode, about to do that. It passed the water test, so the membrane took hold good, so it passed the water test. Now the next step is going to be the tile work and the solid surface of that shower in the super bath. We have this pull down right here. The pull down provides a lot of good storage, and it looks like the header. There's two different schools of thought. Do you need the storage? If you do, it's a lot. It's got a little safety latch right there, but if you don't need the storage, you can remove this whole header right here. Also, I love how we're doing the Roman shades back here in the bedroom on all sides, including over there on the curbside. Bunk coach, of course, very nice. This is going to be a really good coach half bath over here. I'm in everybody's way, so I'm going to boogie out. Uh-oh. Look at this guy. What's up, brother? How's your weekend?
Good, good.
Good? Go Ducks, right? Yeah, they got the win. For those of you who don't follow the Oregon Ducks, a lot of us here in Coburg do. So, but that's 1396. We got time. Let's boogie. Let's roll. Let's take a look at what's happening on the production floor. It's always changing. 1396, the next to be done. We've got 1399. I see all kinds of really cool coaches, H's and X's, and some of these are available. If you're looking to upgrade or get into your first marathon, reach out to me, Mal W at marathoncoach.com, because we have the ability right now to get you into, oh, I see a cool paint job. Let's head this way. Sorry. We have the ability to get you into a coach in a little bit of time. These coaches are already on the production floor, and we've got some coaches that are going to be completed coming up very soon. Take a look at the front end of 1403. 1403. Is this a Sarah or a Pete paint job, Abigail?
I wish I could tell you.
It's odd numbers. I should know that by now. I'm blanking right now. I'm going to tell you right now, I love what this is doing here. Take a look at this, Michelle. The black to red and back to black is really dynamic on this. And keep in mind, this coach just came out of paint. It's one of the next ones on the production floor. I saw 1404 right next to it. We're going to look at that in just a second. But look at how the deep black into the red and fades right back into the black after the red. Also, the white mustache, that's what I'm starting to call it, which you see there. I think it's also on the bumper. Really, really cool. 1404 right here. This is also a triple slide. This is the same floor plan, 1404, same floor plan that we just saw over in 1396. 8 coaches apart, is that right? Yeah, 8 coaches apart. And same floor plan we're gonna see in this. This coach just came out of paint also, so we're gonna start working on that. So we'll be able to see another triple slide bunk coach with super bath. That's nice. Let's walk this way and see what's going on. We were down in service over the last couple of weeks with the culmination of that remodel. So 1398, I think that's a double slide. Here's a blue one. One thing we're seeing right here, 1402, we're seeing a lot of blue on the exterior of paint jobs. One of the things we talk about here at Marathon, especially us salesmen, we talk about the exterior paint is something that you get to share with everybody. At least I talk about it. If you're not talking about it, you should. The exterior is something you get to share with everybody. The interior, your friends, sometimes you invite people in to go look at the interior of your coach. But the exterior, you share with everybody on the interstate, everybody on the roads, everybody at the RV parks or wherever. So it's very personal to a lot of people. So it's really cool to walk around here and see all these personal paint jobs that we're doing customized here in this building. That's another cool thing about Marathon is in this building, we do everything from paint to delivery. All right in here. Coach 1401 also, and 1401 is still available. Guys, this coach is going to be done here in a few months. 1401, that's a double slide H3. Look at all these Prevost seats over here. We've seen this before on Marathon Mondays, but I always like to, these are the seats that come out of the coach, and we literally break them down, repad them, put the cooling, or ventilated, pardon me, we put the ventilation capability, and we put the heating capability, the massage features right into these Prevost seats, and then reupholster them upstairs, and off they go into the coach. So that's why all these get pulled out, and it's actually one of the last things you're going to see implicated into the coach is the seats, because they like to keep them pristine and covered prior to delivery. So very, very cool. Or I guess prior to doing the audit, which is right before delivery. Anyway, Abigail, any good questions or thoughts? You wanna throw anything out today? I always like taking questions, and we don't do it enough, so I think we should today.
There's not actually a lot of questions. If anything, I saw a couple of people excited to see more of 1396 once it's
Oh, me
complete.
too. Good call on that. Yeah, I'm excited to see 1396, and we'll do a comprehensive tour of that coach, not just interior, but the exterior also, because once it gets outside, it'll be really cool to see in the natural light. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
People
Thank.
just saying good morning.
Yeah, good. Well, good morning to all of you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone here at Marathon who lets me get into their workspace every Monday. It's an honor for us to be able to show you this really unique look into arguably the best RV ever created, and we actually get to walk around and have kind of a no rules Fraggle Rock style look at what's going on here at Marathon. And so be yourself and do good things. Take care of each other. Get on the road and be safe. I'm out of here. Have a good Monday.